always wanted to have children from a young age. I always loved being around babies and babysitting, and that didn't happen as quickly as I thought it would. I married at a young age, about 23, but that didn't work out. So by the time that relationship ended, I found myself a lot older than I expected and still didn't have children. That was really hard for me because that was sort of a dream that I didn't know if it would ever come true or not. But then God helped me to find Brad, and we married. And by the time we married, I was 33. So about the time we were 34, we decided to start to try to have children. We thought that it would be easy, but it wasn't. It took a lot longer than we thought to actually fall pregnant. But God used that to really develop my faith over that time, and I'm really thankful for the journey that God took me on, because He taught me so many things and developed me as a person and made me into a much better mother than I would be if I hadn't have gone through that. He wanted me to learn things. I guess He wanted me to really grow up in a sense. I had to learn to forgive people for hurts that were really long-standing, let go of bitterness, and just really learn how to live the life that Jesus would live, I guess. So I started to fear that we would never be able to have children, which was very hard to accept and quite devastating because it was a lifelong dream. But over time, God showed me there were certain things that I needed to resolve before I was ready to be a mom. And most of all, God showed me that He really wanted me to learn to trust Him completely and surrender everything to Him, even the desire to have children. And I had put the desire to have children above Him, which is a sin because God should be first. And so I really had to learn to surrender that to Him and get to the point through much prayer and counsel where it was okay if I never had children, because I still had God. Once I got to that point, I think God realized that maybe I was ready to have kids. Even after I became pregnant, the fears didn't go away because I still thought, what if I lose the baby, or what if something happens, or all of that. And God was so graceful in that time because He gave me a vision of Him holding the baby in His arms. And every time that I got scared, I would just think of that. And it was really brought me peace and comfort. That has served me even throughout her birth. When we finally got to meet her, it was just the best thing. And it was so spiritual because I realized God had answered every single prayer that we'd prayed for her. We named her Emerson Grace because it was only by God's grace that we were able to have her. We wanted to honor Him in that and to recognize that she is His child first before ours, and she always will be. Yeah, I'm just so glad that God did strengthen my faith throughout the process of being pregnant with her and trying to conceive her, because when she got sick a couple weeks ago, it was that faith that really kept us going and gave us peace, because I still had that vision from God that He had her in His arms, and I could trust that. And it was the faith that He's given me that really got us through.